I really need to get different software here. Yet another little change. Sorry about the blip. Anyway, so I was, again, this is functional but annoying. So to make sure that I do the right one, I need to find out what number this is. And you can press, little pro tip, you can just press, once it's selected, you can press enter to open the expression selection box. This is number 118 that I need to change to, well, I can figure that out. Anyway, I'm going to come here again, highlight all these, and utilities, change expressions. So I can just type in 118, but I can also double check that that is indeed the one I want. That's the one I want. So I'm going to change that to this one, number, 110. And press OK. Now that's changed. That's nice, isn't it? They're a little high. I'm wondering if maybe I need to change the default position of these. I should probably have them the same height as the other ones, and they're probably different. It looks like this expression library is actually one that I created that my client used from another job, and it needs some updating for sure. But Category Designer, let's do that. Let's open that up and let me rant about Category Designer. First of all, the thing about expressions is that I can make a change in the expression designer and press OK, and I'm still here in this expression selection dialog box, which, even though it looks like a normal dialog box, actually this doesn't save changes to anything. I can cancel out of here, and that still changed that expression. See? However, I'm going to just undo that. However, when you go into Category Designer, you do have to press OK to save the changes to your category. I find that counterintuitive. In any case, it looks like I indeed do have a slightly different height on each of these. So the ones that are centered above, those really, yeah, this is good. There's an entry offset and there's a baseline offset. And I think I might just take the baseline offset down a tiny bit. A negative number, I think, takes you down in this case. Although that's not, I can't tell you that's always the case. In this case, however, I think the negative number does take you down. This is 0.15 inches. We're in inches. I know, it's an American company, I think. Inches it is. I think I can probably switch it to centimeters somewhere, but whatever. Here, baseline offset is the same now, so they're both minus point. And notice how Finale clearly doesn't think in inches; it thinks in something else. And this is a funny quirk about Finale. You enter in 0.15, switch away, and it rounds it off to the nearest whatever it is. I think there's some unit inside Finale that it uses that doesn't map 1-to-1 or doesn't map perfectly rationally with inches, and I don't blame them because inches are irrational. There's no true rational conversion from inches to centimeters, I think. Or there may be. And I don't know how this relates to whatever internal thing that Finale uses, but it's a funny quirk. Anyway, now the adjust left ones, the reason I don't have an offset is because it probably won't ever collide with the top of the note because it's adjusted to the left. And so it can always just be at a consistent level above the staff. Anyway, where was I? I think I was, yeah, so I just adjusted that category, and the funny thing is, of course, I can X out of this, and the category still changed. So that looks like that moved a little bit. I can undo and redo and see that that did work. And I probably don't need to align that. It's slightly not aligned. A perfectionist would be like, right there. But I'm not going to mess with that. So basically, yeah, this for me to like present this as a score that I'm like, I edited this. Here you go. I really want to have all the dynamics be just very, very consistent in their placement. And so entrances to passages can be over to the left, but any arrival or intermediate dynamic or anything like that would need to be directly above. So like right here, here's another thing where I can change them in mass. I don't want to change that one because that one is an entrance. And honestly, before all two viewers here criticize me for having sort of two standards for vocal entrances, keep in mind that if you're an engraver, chances are you have clients that have their own ways of thinking about things, and they'll sometimes have very specific things they want, and they seem kind of random. You know, clients could be anybody. You know, my client, this client is is a composer a couple decades older than me, lives across the country, and has a lot of experience writing songs. So I'm not gonna criticize their kind of, you could even say, house style in wanting the F here or whatever to slightly to the left. As I said, as a choral singer, you know, I see that, I don't mind it. I wouldn't notice it. But as an engraver, I also have to stick to my guns in terms of like what is actually clear and consistent. And this is where I kind of said, okay, we're going to compromise. I'm not going to let this happen. Like, this almost looks like the F is on that G flat there, and that that just doesn't fly with me. And this particular client also, I think, appreciates fine tuning and perfectionism too. So, and actually, that's not even properly assigned. You see that? That's attached to the end of the previous beat. So, anyway, so I'll mass. I will. Let's do that one more time on camera, and after that I'll probably skip to the next thing I'm doing. But I can see what that is. That's expression number 119. And I want to change it to, well, I can figure that out. So I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to make sure not to highlight this one. And again, go into Utilities, Change, and here's another keyboard shortcut, Alt-L-C-E. Will get you there without using the mouse. That's just me. I really like that. The less I can use the mouse, the better. And we are in, here's another funny thing. I can't see the full names of these things. Expression categories in Finale. Oh my god. I could keep ranting about how dumb they are. You can't reorder them. You can't, Finale makes no distinction between native expression categories and user-created expression categories, and importing them is just, you guys got to get together, really. So anyway, going to go back here, and this one, 111. Here we go. Boom. Okay. So I'm going to keep doing that.